Good evening, cherished viewers, and welcome to the last episode of the NSMQ live chat. My name is Isaac Crying, your host. So today we are glad to have Nathaniel Mensah in our midst. Nathaniel Mensah is an alumnus of Presbyterian Boys Senior High School or Presbyterian Boys Secondary School. Nathaniel is widely recognized for his exceptional intellect and commitment to academic excellence. A finalist in the 2019 NSMQ, Nathaniel played a pivotal role in his team's journey to the grand finale. Although Presec narrowly defeated by St. Augustine's College in 2019, Nathaniel's determination and resilience have continued to define his journey. Currently, Nathaniel is a student at Dartmouth College in Hanover, New Hampshire, where he is engaged in cutting-edge research that intersects engineering, data science, and human health. His work focuses on developing innovative solutions to address biobehavioral health challenges in Africa, leveraging technology to create scalable and impactful health interventions. Nathaniel's dedication to improving health outcomes in Africa is a testament to his values he has cultivated during his time at Presec and through his experiences with the NSMQ. We have Nathaniel on the line. Nathaniel, good evening and welcome to the NSMQ live chat.
Thank you very much and good evening.
Right. Are you glad to be on the live chat?
Yeah, I'm extremely glad to be on this chat and to tell you guys what is up with me and my memories with the NSMQ. Yeah.
Thank you. Odadie, are you an Odadie? You are not an Odadie yet, right? You need 10 years.
No, I'm not an Odadie yet. I think I have it's after 10 years. So
10
how many
years.
I completed in 2019. So I have
2019,
I
you have
think
a
5
long
more
way to
years.
go. Okay, kudos. More grease to your elbow.
Thank you.
All right. So let's kick the ball rolling. We want to know more about Nathaniel. We want to know your journey so far, how you started from Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, how you got into the NSMQ team, how it has impacted your life to be who you are today, and how you're going, what you plan to do in the future. And so for right now, we want you to tell us your family background and how it has influenced your journey so far.
Yeah, so actually NSMQ started from family for me. So my dad used to watch NSMQ on GTV. My dad didn't do science, but he just like loved the competition. So every Saturday he would tune into GTV and then he would be watching the competition. And that's when I also I saw the competition for the first time. So I lived with my mom and dad in Latabiokoshi with my sister and brother. And I went to Ministry of Health Basic School. So I think I started watching the NSMQ with my dad. But then when we got to junior high school, I also realized like some of my colleagues at junior high school also like had the interest in like doing national science and math quiz. So that's when we like actually started researching and even we started watching together. And funny enough, Niamu was in my school, so he was also a Ministry of Health. He was also a MOH. So I remember we watched the NSMQ once together, and that's when after we decided I think he decided he wanted to go to Achimota school, but at the end I don't know what happened, and we ended up choosing. So yeah, and then I got into Presec. So that's where it started from.
Fantastic. So, what are some of your hobbies that you pursue outside of academic work? Your hobbies.
So in senior high school, I was in the Presec school choir for a bit, and then I had to drop out because it was taking too much of my time. I think I think in senior high school I didn't really do much, honestly. I was just in the school choir for a while, and then I dropped, and then I joined they had another team called the Presec Science and Math. Sorry, they had a club called Presec Science and Math Club. So I joined that for a bit too, and then I dropped. And then I think I didn't really do anything outside school. And then I joined the National Science and Math quiz team when I got to Form 3, SHS 3. Yeah. So
So
it's
we
sad
have this.
that I didn't
We
really do
have this.
much in school.
All right, it's not sad. You have done a lot for yourself. So we have this analogy. Everyone have said. I've heard people say that Presec recruits NSMQ participants right from Form One. But you're telling me right now that you had to actually join the club in Form Three. Does that mean that is it when you join the club that you get to be a member, or there's an exam in Form One? They select the best performing, candidates from the exam, and then they put them into the club. Why did you join the club at Form Three?
Yeah. So there are two different things. There is the Presec Science and Math class, there's the Presec Science and Math quiz team.
All right, right,
So
right.
the Presec Science and Math Club is just like open to everyone. It's a club, so anyone can join, anyone who's interested in science and math. But the Presec quiz team is like the team that actually represents the school during the competition. And during, so what you said is something that's like actually started happening in 2017. I
All
know, I think
right,
it was 2018. So
right.
before you joined the science and math quiz team when you're in Form 3. So I got like recruited into the team when I got to Form 3. But it's changed. So now they start from Form 1. I think it changed recently. But when I was there, you joined the quiz team when you're in Form 3.
Oh, okay, okay. So now they
Yeah.
do it when you're in Form One. They do it from Form One.
Yeah. Now I think they start from Form 1.
Walk us into your recruitment process. How did you get into the team?
Yeah, so the way it happened is, so they did like a general exams for anyone. So they made it open to anyone. So anyone
Even
who
at
is
Form Three,
interested in
right?
joining the Yeah, a Form 3. Anyone who's interested in joining the science and math quiz team, you come and write the exam. So when after the exam, then they had to like, and it was a lot of people, like it was like so many people. And then after the exam, they had to shortlist to 20. And then we took the second exam, the third one, and then after the third, they took 10. So that was it.
How was it feeling like when you got into the team? I learned that
Uh,
the Brilla boys are treated differently on campus, and then if you go to the hall, the hall like dining hall, they give you guys separate meals and things. Charlie, walk us through. How was the feeling?
yeah, it was actually So I think one thing I really liked about being in a quiz team was actually getting the quiz room. So like at that time, like if you're in the quiz room, you get a phone, you get a laptop. That's enjoyment.
Quiz room.
If you are not in the
There's a
quiz,
quiz room.
if you are not in the quiz team, what?
There's a quiz room.
Oh yeah, there is a quiz room for the
Okay.
Presec Science and Math quiz team.
Okay. It's
Sorry.
like a lab or a preparatory place. How is it? Describe it.
So it was one of the classrooms on one of the buildings that they had to make into like a room. So basically, it was a classroom, but then they made it into a room and they had like blinds all over to give us some privacy.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
So now, okay, continue with this thing. How you felt when you got into the team, what being in a team feels like.
Yeah, so before when I was taking the exam, I mean I was confident in myself. Like I was like, okay, I've studied enough, I've like
Sharp
watched the
Paul,
quiz
first boy,
enough.
DB, Spirito
Yeah.
Shack. Is that first boy, DB, Spirito Shack?
Yeah.
What other
I
place do you
prayed.
had?
Yeah, I've prayed enough, I've studied
Right,
enough. Like I
right,
think I'm
right,
confident in myself. But the problem is, I mean, everyone else, like I think there were like 300 or 400 people who came to write the exam. And I know
wow.
people like other students who were like very good too. So I was like, what are my chances of actually making this team? But you know what? Let me just do it. So when I wrote the thing, And when I wrote the exam actually, so I was like number three. So I was like, oh wait, actually I'm good. So I was like, okay.
Out of the 400 students, you were number three.
Yes.
Ah, Charlie. All right, continue.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm good. And then that was it. And then when I got into the quiz team too, obviously, like now people started giving me some level of respect because now I'm in a science and math quiz team, which was also nice.
All
Yeah.
right. So
And the
how?
free food, yeah, there
Uh-huh.
was free food. Like, so
Very
we had our
important.
own food. But at that time, I had like, so that didn't really affect me that much because like I knew, so I knew someone in the like presec pantry. So I was already getting free food before I joined the quiz team. So it was a plus, but I was already getting free
It
food.
was coming double double.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did your experience at Presec prepare you for the NSMQ?
Yeah, so um like within like the quiz team, we used to like organize like internal quizzes amongst ourselves, like really prep ourselves. So and the competition was like really I mean at the beginning the competition wasn't that fierce because like everyone was getting used to like the whole NSMQ dynamic. Like it wasn't, so we were recruited in Form 3. So what we did before was just like studying. We didn't really get the opportunity to actually uh, to like apply what we did in a quiz like setting. So we just studied. We didn't really know how to like go about like actually navigating the quiz dynamic. So getting into the team, that's when we actually started doing. So at the like beginning stages was looking kind of slow. Our progress was like very slow. But then when people got used to the quiz dynamic, and that's when the competition became really fierce. So it was about in the quiz room too, it was about who like is gonna stand. And obviously there were like people who were doing well. And if you and I think one thing that some of our teachers also did was like they made it very open. Like even though maybe we are giving this person opportunity to like go to trials, like we give this person more opportunity to actually stand, you still have a chance. You just need to prove yourself. So it was like more about proving yourself, and also learning to work with maybe if you, at least you need someone because like the team dynamics also is necessary. So you don't have like a good dynamic with your partner, like I feel like the teachers are going to like they'll know. So and when they see that, they think it's a red flag. So now they start like having doubt about you like you in general, even though you might be good, but like the person or the team is not a strong team. So like they start having doubts about like you because of the team. So you just need to know how to like work with whoever you get. Yeah.
All right. So what are some of your fondest memories on the NSMQ? Probably the national championship when you guys came, and then you met so many people from different schools converge at the same place. Charlie, what were some of your fondest memories back then? Is it the socialization or one particular something? Charlie, tell us.
So I think at the it was
National
I think it was
championship.
Jean Nelson. Yeah, the what's it called?
Lagos,
Legon
right?
campus.
University of Ghana, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, at Jean Nelson, we had like a lot of old boys come around and like talk to
Oh,
us and like just like have conversation. And I think that was like one of like I think that period was like one of the most time I actually got to like bond with a lot of people, even in my like in the quiz, like people in my the quiz room to get it because like that was the time we had like we were focusing only on the NSMQ, and at that time too we didn't have like WASI, we didn't have like other external forces that we'll get from school like pressure and from friends and all that stuff. So in terms of the NSMQ, when we went to Jean Nelson, that was when I actually got to like spend more time with my friends and those in the quiz team, and also get to interact with like get to know some of the seniors. Like a lot of seniors came around, and we also got to meet some of the students from other schools. I think uh I think I made who did I make friends with from another school. Okay, maybe at that time I didn't really make friends with anyone because like we're more focused on ourselves than
or
the
winning.
other teams. But yeah, but at the end I still made friends with like some of the people from the quiz room. Like even like from other schools. I think there was a guy from like Achimota school, and he is even my roommate. He's gonna be my roommate now. So like yeah.
Okay, you guys have progressed your friendship from here to Dartmouth. Okay, so
Yeah,
what do you
I
think?
mean, he didn't go to Dartmouth, but he went to Cornell, and now we are moving to New York together. So he's gonna be with me. We'll be sharing a room, like get together.
Right, that's beautiful. Presec has enormous amount of history in the NSMQ, being the only
Hmm.
school to have won the quiz back to back among several, accolades that Presec have won for themselves in the NSMQ. What do you think that Presec does differently that sets them apart from the other schools when it comes to the NSMQ?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this though.
You are
I need
allowed
to sign an NDA. I need to sign an NDA before I
an
do this.
NDA before you are
Sorry,
picked up by
I
the
signed an
CIA.
NDA, so I don't know if this is I don't know
Something
if this is
shareable.
violating the NDA.
There's something shareable, something usual, something not some not anything discreet, but it's something that we can all learn from.
Okay. Yeah, I think one of the things in Presec is like from day one, they tell you to strive for the trophy. I think this is one of the things, like this is one of the mistakes a lot of schools make. I've since my time, I also started watching the quiz, and I realized a lot of schools get comfortable. Like a school gets to semifinals, and then they get too comfortable because they've gotten to semifinals. They haven't been to semifinals in a long time. So like now it's like, oh, okay, we've made it to semifinals. Like at least it's good enough, you know? But in Presec, like semifinals is not good enough. Like they tell you semifinals is not good The only thing you should be focusing on is the trophy. Like you've gotten to semifinals, okay, like fine. That is not a big achievement. But to me, a lot of schools they think it's a big achievement, but Presec is not. Like the trophy is the goal. So
That you've made.
we like
Last year we
from day
had.
one, they psych your mind.
Are you there?
Mhm,
Not
mhm.
probably because
Yeah.
of the history that Presec has when it comes to the NSMQ. Last year, we had Yulo Krobo. Are you familiar with the name? Yulo Krobo in the Eastern
Yeah,
region.
I know. Mhm,
Yes, they reached the quarterfinals for the first time. And there was a deba at Solmania for them to receive them back to school. And so if you're coming from a school like that over the years you've not made so much impact in the NSK, and all of a sudden you are here, I think you will cherish it. And so Presec, the psychology that comes with Presec students is that we have been doing this thing for a long time, and we won it back to back. We
mhm,
probably have the most history, when it comes to the NSMQ. And so even getting to the finals and not winning is not appreciated enough. But I think we cannot take anything from some of the schools that have not really had the name when it comes to the NSMQ and actually coming a particular time and doing well for themselves, like West Africa Senior High School reaching the finals is crazy. Do you understand?
mhm.
Yes. So
Yeah, obviously like it's a big achievement, like to get to semifinals or to get to finals or to get to quarterfinals. But my thing is like, yeah, it's good to get there, but like the trophy should be your goal. Like not getting to semifinals or getting to quarter or getting to finals. Like the trophy should be your goal. Like you should do anything possible to get a trophy. At least that's what they tell us. I mean,
right.
not like
So so
anything within
so
your means possible.
All right, so that psychology was there. You were psyched right from school, get to the finals with the trophy. You started from
Mhm.
Guane. You did so well. You got to the finals, and from nowhere, uh, Augustines that have not been doing so well comes and then they snatch the trophy away from you. How was the feeling like? Walk us through that contest.
I
I'm
think
giving you memories.
everyone will be sad. I was sad. I was like
Uh,
very sad that we didn't get to I mean we didn't win the trophy. So because like I feel like we're very to winning. So like that was even what made it very sad. Yeah.
time that you guys thought you had won that you probably relaxed, or it was just by luck, or your fate had been drawn for the day? That's why they carried the trophy. What happened?
I wouldn't really say luck. I think it just wasn't that day. Just
It
wasn't
was
for
your day.
Presec. No, because like the St. Augustine's College contestants were also really good. So wasn't,
It's
that
not
day just wasn't for
for you at
Presec.
all. Even the way you know, when
No.
you when we started the conversation, you were in high spirits, and all of a sudden, is there a palatable it is a memory for you, right?
No, Loki, I sometimes relive that day. Yeah.
Uh, but then it go. I mean, it happens, you know. And you guys have
Yeah.
been winning, and you've been winning over other schools. Look at what happened to Owas. Look at what happened to Achimota School last year. Achimota School thought they had won. You know, at the point, did you follow last year's program, the grand finale?
So I think I only watched the speed race and the finals. Sorry, the
Oh,
speed race and the riddles.
okay, so that's what I'm saying. At a point in time, Achimota School thought, oh, they have won. They started jubilating in the auditorium, started, you know, singing Jama, Yabaha Maha, Yedu, and then all that. And in some few minutes, they had gone quiet. And so you when you come to the NSMQ, and then you start, and things are going well, and all of a sudden things that, you know, your faith start diminishing right in your face. How do you feel? How do you take it, or how do you handle that pressure? How do you get, you know, going when things change all of a
Uh,
sudden in your face?
yeah, I think so the only for me when I get to like the stage, I try and like not focus on what is happening outside. Like I'm like, okay, is the quiz mistress and the person sitting beside me and my teammates, like I don't really care about like what people are doing backstage. It's like I just shut my mind to like what is happening backstage. Sometimes I don't even remember like there's an audience for
Oh,
some reason. Like I just shut down like that part completely, and then I just focus on like the quiz mistress and then my teammate and then the other contestant. So I think that was the strategy I was using, at least to keep
and it was
myself
working, right?
sane and not like really be anxious, because like sometimes when I remember there was one time I just turned and then looked at my on at the audience and saw like my the people from Presec that were supporting us,
Right.
and I just got confused. I actually got confused looking at them. So I was like,
So
no,
what?
I need to like I don't even need to look at them.
Right. So what do you make of
Yeah.
the St. Augustine's team that year in 2019? The team that snatched the trophy away from you guys.
No, they were actually really good and they were very prepared too. Yeah.
To
They were
take it
very
and they
prepared.
do.
I think so.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's read some comments. Our viewers, we are chatting with Nathaniel Mensah. We are reliving the NSMQ. We are reliving the NSMQ championship moments in 2019, where St. Augustine's College snatched the trophy from them. You know, Cape Coast overturned that day. The market women, everybody, right from Winneba Road to Cape Coast, students everywhere. I mean, convoy, everyone, you know, cheering. And that was the last we saw of Augustus. We hope that they come bigger next time. But then we have a question here from Sapon. Sapon says that uh, are they given a study guide on what topics to focus on in the NSMQ? Sapon is asking, can you hear me, Nathaniel? Hello, Nathaniel, can you hear me? Okay, Nathaniel is off. He will join us quickly. Okay, so someone wants to ask if they are actually giving study guides on the NSMQ. As for from the organizing side, we don't provide any questions. If you want to prepare for the NSMQ, you go to YouTube. We make the videos of all the contests available. We have videos as far back as 1994. And so if you're a school or a team and you want to prepare for the National Science and Maths quiz, you just go to YouTube or Facebook. You get so many resources on the quiz, and then you can actually sit down and write the questions, and you see how the students answer them. Then you can test yourselves with it. Nobody anywhere is going to provide you with some what do you call it, past questions or some. We don't sell past questions too, and so the resources are always available on Facebook and other social media platforms, on YouTube too. Nathaniel, okay, viewers, just keep your questions, coming on the Facebook platform. If you have any question or comment that you want us to read for you, just leave them in the comment section and we'll read them, and Nathaniel will answer them. If you have any accolades, if you remember, if you're watching us from Presec, and then you have any memorable moments that you lived together with what do you call it, Nathaniel, you can share it with us. We will ask him, we'll let him answer. The Kwanzaa boys. Oh, Nathaniel, you were in Kwanzaa house, right?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
really like my Kwanzaa boys.
your Kwanzaa house. Those I've been to
Yeah.
Presec before, and I know Presec very well. I used to go for vacation classes at Presec. You see those cubicles, those small houses, house one, house two to house four. Then you come to the bigger houses, house six, house seven. Your time, you
Mhm.
had house nine.
Yeah, we had house 10 too.
You had house 10. Wow. When I used to
Mhm.
come for vacation classes, we at Presec, I didn't see house 10. So
Yeah.
where is house 10? House 10 is behind house 6.
No, house 10 is behind house 7.
House 7 in the bush.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
No,
beautiful.
not really the bush. I mean, it's close to the bush, but
But it used to be when I'm talking about somewhere 2006, 2007. That place, the whole of
Mhm.
that place used to, even house 9, from house 7 coming to house 8, that place, it was all bush and there was no wall. So you can understand where I'm coming from.
Oh, okay.
All
Now
right,
there's
all
no
right.
bush. It's
Now
a
there's no bush. They've cleared the whole place.
now there's no, yeah, they've cleared the whole
Okay,
place.
so Solomon wants to ask if you guys are giving a specific guide on the NSMQ questions that make you guys so good with the maths and science that we all learn in school. Charlie, we all learn the same things: maths, inter science, even elective maths, and some of these, courses. And when you are sitting down
Mhm.
and watching the NSMQ, sometimes you cannot relate to any of the questions. Is it that you guys are giving some specific study guide, or giving some specific training that makes you guys so good and so acquainted with the questions, or what is it that makes you guys so good?
So in terms of like we getting questions from prime time, or we don't get questions from prime time. Like they don't give you
Right,
guidelines, or they don't give you like something to follow. They just tell you, the only thing they tell you is the whole senior high school syllabus, and
right.
then you prepare from that. So we don't get questions, we don't get guidelines, we don't get any form of like nothing. Just know you it's anything that covers the senior high school syllabus, and that is it. So we prepare
So
on our own. So the
okay, cool.
the
All right.
shortcuts and like actually solving fast is from intensive training and practice, and actually coming up with the shortcuts ourselves.
You come up with the shortcuts yourselves.
Yeah, some of the,
What?
I mean, in terms of like doing math, um, long division, like multiplying, on those ones, you find a lot of like resources online on how to like multiply quickly, or maybe people who did UC maths, like you can add
Right,
quickly, you can
right.
multiply quickly.
Those people that
But in
will
terms of
start
like
upcoming. Those guys that will start drawing some things like this, and they will just tell you the answer. Then you see massive.
exactly, yeah,
Did you do one yourself?
no, I didn't do UC maths.
I would have asked you what drawing in the sky means. Yeah, 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. Then they'll be drawing, and then they'll just tell you the answer. I don't know what that is though.
So I think I know a little bit. So what happens is you just like it's the abacus. You just
Right,
imagine the abacus.
right.
So
So
this
it's
is
called
they
mental,
imagining the abacus.
and then moving it imaginarily.
Yeah,
Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, so we have another question from. Did you exhaust your answer?
yeah, that was it.
All right. So we have another question from Elliot Annan. He says, please ask him how does he approach complex topics and subjects, and how often does he revise to keep up with what he's learned, or is asking how you are able to recall things that you've learned.
Yeah, so I think in terms of like memorization, so I'm this is in two parts. So the memorization part, so maybe if it's biology, there are some things you can understand. So maybe if you are doing like the systems in the body, so circulatory system, endocrine system, there are some things you can understand. So for me, when I understand, it's very hard for me to forget. But in case I don't understand, it's like something you have to memorize. The memorizations, I usually write them down, and then the next day I go back and like, so I maybe I have to revise like three times. So maybe a name of a name of something that I need to remember, I write it down and then I revise. Like I have to keep on looking at it, else I'm going to forget. But in terms of like math, chem and physics, where I understand, like where you can understand, you have to memorize that. I try and understand like what is happening. And if I understand the concept of the thing, then I don't have to keep on like revising. Like the way I understand, it sticks. But if I don't understand and I have to memorize, that doesn't stick. I have to keep on reading to like actually make it stick in my memory.
Right, that's beautiful. And so,
Yeah.
kindly walk us through your time at Dartmouth University and how the NSMQ helped you through, how the NSMQ has helped you so far.
Yeah, so like you said before, I just graduated from Dartmouth and I studied computer science and
All
engineering.
right.
And in terms of what like how the NSMQ prepared me for life or school at Dartmouth, I think in two ways. So the first one is also there were some struggles from actually doing the NSMQ. So I'll talk about like the benefits, the impact. So I think the first one is like collaborating with someone to like work on something. So I think from the NSMQ, I got really comfortable like actually working with some long time, because like there are some people that they know. I mean, we both know, but then it's up who listens to who. So from the NSMQ, even this actually happens in the NSMQ most of the time. You find contestants like fighting about like the answer, who should say whose answer. But if you are able to like build like actually yourself and collaborate with your partner very well, you know when like need to listen to my partner. Oh, maybe I should like say what I think. I think one thing I actually learned is like collaborating with other people or like with someone on a project. Like sometimes you just need to keep quiet and listen to the other person. Or sometimes some people won't talk. They'll just like look at you and then you ask, "Oh, like what do you think?" So I think actually collaborating with someone or people in a team was one of the things I picked up. And also I think just like being competitive, like being like competition, like that's one thing I also picked up from the NSMQ, because I mean we all want to be at the top. So
I know,
at
right?
any time you want to be at the top. And that's actually a problem. So it became a problem when I came to school. Because like when I came to school, I mean I also wanted to be at the top at that
But
month
is that
too.
not a good spirit?
And
That's a good spirit, right?
no, it is like, so it's a good spirit, but it also becomes toxic to the point that now you start
Mm,
comparing yourself to everyone. Like
yeah.
anybody you see, you want to compare yourself to. And I got to like, and it was like very late. I mean, around my like second year, third year, that I was like, no, it's actually fine. Like you don't have to compare yourself. Like I thought it was good, and then I came to Dartmouth, and then I was like,
And
no.
you met your meter.
Yeah, like there were people that challenged me in ways that I couldn't even imagine. So like,
Wow.
and then at a point I was like, no, actually it's fine. You are good. Just like work on yourself. Like competition is good. It helps you grow. But doing it too much, comparing yourself to people just makes it toxic. So at a point I was like, you know what, I just need to focus on my growth and not like just be comparing myself to like other people. And I think that helped. So yeah, I mean it's good, but you should rather focus on like developing yourself, like improving yourself, growing yourself, instead of like because of competition, you are always like comparing yourself to other people. So yeah.
So you would you would advise some of the students that come on the NSMQ that when you come on the NSMQ and you don't make it to the preceding or subsequent round or level, it doesn't mean that you are not good. Several factors come to play for you to progress. And
Mhm.
so if you don't progress, there's room for improvement. You can come again next year and then do what you want to do. You understand? And so no
Mhm.
one should take it personally and then do things that some people actually go to so many levels to register their displeasure over a contest, an educational program. So I think that what you're saying is really good. You are opening our eyes to believe, to come to terms with sometimes not getting what we want. The world is like that. You understand?
Mhm.
It's not all the time that you're going to get what you want. That's beautiful. Did you get psychological advice? Did someone psych you? Did someone advise you? Did you seek help? How did you come to terms with this?
So I think I just came to terms with it myself. So no one like actually, I mean, obviously people talk about this all the time. People talk about it. I'm still like naturally, I think I'm a very competitive person. Like I like competition. But I think I came to like this with myself. So I was like, no, you are good. It's just you don't have to keep on comparing yourself with other people. When it becomes very toxic and now it starts like weighing down on your mental health. So now you might be good, but then you doubt yourself so much that you believe you are not good. And that's when you actually stop like you start not being good. Do you get me? It's just like you need to accept it sometimes that there are people that are better than you and you learn from them instead of like trying to prove yourself. That's what I think all the
That's
time.
beautiful. Is there any project that you're currently undertaking?
So I actually just started my full-time job at Bloomberg. So I started this Monday. So now I'm just like working at
Mm.
Bloomberg as a software engineer.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
How has the experience been so far?
So right now I think I really like the company. I haven't really gotten to like I haven't been assigned a team right now. It's just like training and orientation and actually getting to know the company and like the product. So the main product of Bloomberg is like the Bloomberg terminal. I don't know if you know it, but that is the main product of Bloomberg. Yeah, so and I'm working with the engineering team, so it's like just getting used to like the product and like the tools and the stack that they use here. So
Okay, that's beautiful. And over here, if I think the culture has skewed our interest, in STEM courses. If you're in Ghana, you're a student, and you don't pursue medicine because we have so many hospitals.
mhm.
And when you pursue medicine, you know that when you come out from school, you have a ready job. It has made medicine the go-to, preference for science students. How did you, I mean, choose differently? And then, so if you hadn't gotten what you the opportunity that you had to travel, were there, I
Mhm.
mean, equally good opportunities locally for you as a software engineer? Probably if you went to Lagos to do computer engineering and you come out as a software engineer, are there, I mean, these opportunities locally to absorb such people?
Yeah, so do you mean to actually work as a software engineer in a software company in
I
Ghana
mean,
or to actually work somewhere else, like anywhere?
no. So I why you chose software engineering over medicine?
Medicine. So honestly when I came to Dartmouth, I also wanted to go through the medicine route. So I initially chose to study biomedical engineering. Why I was like in my mind, I was like, okay, I know I like the human body. Like I know I want to do something related to health. But then I was like, maybe if I don't really want to work in a hospital, if I do biomedical engineering, then I can do like some form of research or maybe build technology that will still help like the health sector. So like that was the goal. Or even with the biomedical engineering degree, I can still go to a medical school in the US. But then when I went to Dartmouth, I took a CS class, and like the prof that taught, sorry, a computer science class. And so the prof that taught the computer science class was very good. She was very good, and she made it like very easy to understand. So when I took the computer science class, I think I like this. And considering that there are a lot of like opportunities in terms of like the CS field in the US, I was like, okay, let me keep on taking CS classes and see if I would actually like doing. I'll like doing what I'm doing now. And I took a couple of CS classes, and I realized I was also good at it, and I actually enjoyed studying computer. So I decided to be a major in computer science. And then at that time I'd taken a lot of like engineering prereqs. So I was like, okay, then let me just add the engineering degree too. So that's how come I did computer science and
So,
engineering and not
so do you
medicine.
think you made the right choice, or medicine remains your first choice?
Oh yeah, I think I made a right choice by doing computer science. Obviously, I admire doctors. Like I admire when I see them in like the white coat. Obviously, it's nice, but I don't think I made a wrong choice. I really enjoy what I do now. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking back to probably when you entered Presec to your life now. What is that one thing that if you were given a chance you would have done differently?
I think
I
maybe
got you
get to
there.
I think one thing I would have done differently is actually get involved in like a lot of things, and also like get to actually spend more time with the guys in my house. I
I
think
know,
one
right?
thing is anytime I think about Presec, I don't actually think about a quiz. Like I don't think about a quiz room. I mostly think about like the guys in my house, like the used
Breaking
to interact, like
bounds,
we used to,
Apayo.
yeah, like oh no, I didn't break bounds. I
You break
didn't.
bounds.
No, I didn't break bounds. Yeah, but
Apayo.
like just like yeah, exactly. Like hanging out with the guys in my house, like it was so much fun. And anytime I think about Persec, it's like those are like the moments I remember, and then I laugh about it. So I think if I had a chance, I would have done more of that because like
So true.
now that's what actually makes like when I think about it, I'm like I should have had more memories with the guys in my house. So
Or you
yeah,
should
I
have
mean we still did bond. I spent most of my time in the house, like in house
in the
bonding.
house learning or
Yeah,
bonding.
no bonding actually. Yeah.
So the advice is that we should actually seek a balance between learning, which is good, and
Hmm.
then bonding with our friends, which is also good, right?
Good.
Right.
Yeah.
So are there particular teachers or some guys at Presec that have contributed to who you are today that you would want to give shout outs to?
So obviously I knew a lot of teachers, but the ones I had some teachers who I was very close with, and to a point that I think we were friends. Like we used to talk about everything. They used to tell me stuff. I also used to tell them stuff. So I think I had a teacher. He was a physics teacher. He's called Pius. Sir Pius. We used to call him Sir Pius. And like our relationship got really close that we were sometimes I used to think he was my friend. I even forgot he was a teacher.
And he didn't mind
Yeah,
if
and then I
you, or he did.
uh-huh.
He didn't mind if you related to him in those terms.
Oh no, and I used to call him Pius. Like
All
that was
right.
the name. I called him by his first name, Pius.
I
Yeah,
still
and there
don't
was
know.
another teacher too called. Mhm. Yeah, there was another teacher also called Madam Fidelia. So I was also really close to, and I think for her it was more of like making jokes and like she it was like very banter. She so I remember there was one time she was passing by the quiz room, and then she just shouted my name. Nat, brah, brah. And then my friends in the quiz room were like, hey, oh mommy, wait there. So yeah. And also I had one chemistry teacher who was he was more of like someone who I used to talk to if I was like having any problem in school. He's called Seyok. And in terms of like my team, my friends, all the guys in house one, I remember.
Yes, I can hear you now. What did the madam say?
Oh yeah, so she sometimes like she's passing by the quiz room, and then she shouts my name, Nat, oh hey brah, Jaidia na brah, and then my friends in the my friends in the quiz room, Madam wait there, Opewasemo, I'm like so himself on open like she's my
Did she
only
used to bring
madam
you?
basically.
Was she based on
Huh?
campus? Was she based on campus?
Oh no, she didn't live on campus. No.
So she didn't bring you fufu.
No. But so sometimes I used to like work for her, and then she'll give me money for working for her.
Oh, wow, what kind of work when you were in at Presec?
So she'll bring like notes, and then I copy, and then she just like gives me money.
Oh, that's beautiful. What about your colleagues? Some special
Yeah. So
colleagues.
all the guys in Kwan's house, I remember everyone actually. Yeah.
Charlie, you did have a good time at Presec. Eh? When you remember those times, I see you laughing throughout. You were a chorister. You were a chorister. So for
Mhm.
the final of this thing, walk us through the anthem. I hear happy are we students of Presby. We at the National Science and Maths, we be hearing it a lot. We anytime that you guys make it to the
Mhm.
finals, they come and play. They rehearse a lot, so we hear some of the words. Do you think that some of these words in your anthem, first of all, you sing the anthem for us because you said you were a chorister. Would you be able? Do you still remember the words? Let me not put you on. Do you
Okay.
still remember the words? Mhm.
I was a chorister for only 1 year, like or maybe
Oh,
2 years. I don't really I haven't sung in so long, but I still remember the anthem. I still remember the anthem.
okay.
I can
So
sing the
the
anthem.
anthem here is the final thing. Do you plan on undertaking any software engineering projects in Ghana?
Yeah, so right now I'm still talking to some of my friends who are in the US to like think about what we actually want to do in Ghana. I think the only problem sometimes about Ghana is like really like at this point is it really like feasible to go and do something in Ghana? I mean obviously it is, but yeah also like about, like a lot of
You,
things considering like so much happening in Ghana. We definitely want to go back to Ghana and like do something. But then it's about like, do I want to like go back to Ghana and like do this? Not, I wouldn't really say risks, but like, do I want
risk.
to like live? No, I wouldn't say risks. No, not
Choose
risks. Sorry.
your words carefully.
No, I mean, I wanted to say, do I want to risk my job here
Oh, right,
and
right.
go and start like something in Ghana?
Oh,
But
but
I
you
wouldn't
can
really
you
say it's
can
a
be
risk.
working. You can be working and be. I mean, doing. We have so many people, middle people who are software engineers. I mean, experienced, established specialists.
Mhm.
Whom if you want to have a project here in Ghana, they could help you. They could assist, and then you don't need so much. Just probably the expertise. Sometimes the ideology alone it could get you so much. Africa is still a virgin land ready to be towed. You understand? And so if you have the idea, you get the right people involved. I believe that you can do a lot. And let me tell you, right now we have Starlink in Ghana, and so there are lots of prospects when it comes to computer engineering. Software AI is
No.
everywhere. Everyone is using ChatGPT and all the other chatbots that have emerged. And so Ghana is very fertile. We are waiting for you to come and do something here for us. Bloomberg is sponsoring, programs all over Ghana. Journalists,
Definitely.
scientists, teachers. So I believe that one time, maybe sometime in future, Bloomberg will bring you to Ghana to come and, train,
Yeah.
probably the Legon students or something. I believe that you should have a fertile
Obviously,
market for that.
I think that is something I really, really want to do to actually come back to and like help the upcoming like generation to like
Very good.
actually get to know, like actually teach. That is like one thing I really consider. And also there is this I have a senior who is called he's actually a doctor. He's called Dr. Solo. Solomon Bediako, and he's also doing like this project called Science Digest Show. So I've been
All right,
speaking with
right,
him
right.
about like the
I know
yeah
him. I know
with
him.
about the sci-
He's my
oh
friend.
okay
He's my
yeah
very good
so
friend.
yeah so I've been
Jedediah,
speaking
right?
with
Yeah,
yeah Jedediah.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I've
Continue.
been speaking with about his Science Digest show and like how he's been acting ways in which like we can improve and like try and like actually grow the pro. That is also one thing. And like yeah, obviously I want to like to Ghana and like actually help
Yeah, we are
develop
also
like in
available.
terms of
Prime
like
time is also
education.
available. Prime time is also
Yeah.
available. If you have, if you want to do something that you think we could help, we are always available to help with
Right.
resources, with personnel, everything. We are ever available for you. So come on board, okay? Come and let's do something
Yeah.
together. All
Yeah.
right, so
That is for sure. That is for
sure.
sure.
Okay, so we are about to wrap up. We will leave you to, give us the famous Happy Are We Studios Are We anthem of Presbyterian Boys Secondary. Do you think that person can take, back to back this year?
I think Pesek can win again.
You believe so? All right, then encourage your
Yeah.
boys. Let's go.
So
Happy
happy are
Are
we,
We?
studious are we, students of Presbyterian Secondary School. Onward we march, we try, we wait, I think I'm forgetting the lyrics. Onward we march, we uh try I
Happy
to
victory. Let's go.
yeah, to victory,
Victory.
to victory. Our motto is a solid bulwark propping us along. Illuminator, illuminator, videbimus lumen. In thy light, we shall see light. Illuminator, videbimus lumen. For Christian training, we get a strong, solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and church. For Christian training, we get a strong, solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come along and join us. Happy studios are we? Yeah.
Charlie, thank you so much for
Thank you very
gracing
much,
the
too.
NSMQ live chat. We've enjoyed you. We thank you so much. And we want at this point in time, we would like to encourage you to do more. We would like you to think about home. The beauty of it all is that after you get the expertise, the knowledge from the diaspora, you bring it home to make home better like them. You understand? So that we
Mhm.
can bridge that wide gap between Africa and the diaspora and the West. Let me say, if you say diaspora, Togo is diaspora, right? Very good. And so, so thank you very much. We'll be expecting to have wonderful projects with you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So beautiful viewers, thank you. This is the last episode of the NSMQ live chat for 2024. The national championship of the National Science and Maths Quiz 2024 is coming in October. And then if your school is part, get your boots ready, get your things ready. Okay, thank you very much. This is all time would permit us.